Welcome, one and all. This is the Raider Corner. Eric Johnson with you. Glad to have you on board as we are on Clear 101. And of course, the podcasts are live for your convenience anywhere, anytime. Just go to the athletics page at cccneb.edu. And there's a slight chill in the air. Of course, that means only one thing. It's basketball season. And I'm very glad we get to cross paths with Coach Stoltz. Coach, appreciate the time. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you here on the Raider Corner. And basketball season, I mean, no rest for the willing, as they say, but kind of a little introduction here. Tell us a little bit about the team, your lineup, and the who's who for the Raiders this season.
Yeah, we're kind of excited about this group. I brought in I have 4 returners, which 3 of them have played a lot of minutes for us. Lexi Fiscus, Delaney Reed were starters pretty much all last year and still starters for me this year. And then the freshman group brought in, 7 freshmen, and then we added a couple transfers, and then actually we just added a volleyball player as well from their season. So we got up to 13, and then we have a couple out with injuries and with 11 right now, but really excited about Gabby Tice. She's a freshman in our lineup starting, and Gavin Gilmore as well. She's at the 5 spot for us right now. And then Jayla Merrill from Lincoln is the final starting guard for us currently. And she's been a real helpful piece for us. Very creative with the ball, can get downhill, and has opened up the floor a little bit shooting wise as well.
I was going to say Gabby Tice down in my neck of the woods down here near Dorchester. So yeah, it's good to see some familiar faces up there with the Raider green. It's small but mighty, I guess, to kind of look at it. You kind of started off well. I mean, you're at 3-4 right now at the start of the season. You've been pretty busy, to say the least, here in a short amount of time. What is with the conference and all that stuff, what are you personally, with the coaching staff and whatnot, your goals and aspirations here? Obviously to win the big one, but what are some personal goals here for the team this season?
Yeah, obviously it's a little bit of a change for us jumping over to the new conference and playing a real conference schedule, which I like because in the past it's been kind of hard to schedule games. But I'm really, for us, it's about finishing, obviously we want to win the big one, but it's taking each game as they come, getting better as the season goes along. And then obviously to make the conference tournament and kind of finish, top 8 and give yourself a chance at the end of the season when, hopefully we're playing our best basketball. And the conference is going to be tough. I told them that from the jump, but I think in order to, be one of those great teams in this conference, you got to play them and see what they're about and learn from your mistakes. We're a little young and we're not the tallest group or the biggest group, but it's more about finding ways to win games, whether it's shooting a bunch of threes or it's making a bunch of layups, and just finding different things that we're good at and then attacking each team with those and with the people we have. But like I said, our main goal would be to make the conference tournament the first year and then go from there.
Now I'm going to kind of catch you here off guard here. What teams are you looking forward to on your schedule that's going to be like, man, that's going to be a challenge, or this one's going to be like a game changer this season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Kirkwood's always kind of at the top. I've never played them since I've been here, but they're a national tournament team almost every year. So I'm kind of excited to go to their place and have them come here and see how we compete. We've played DMAC in the past, and we've been in a lot of games with them, and I'm looking forward to maybe, challenging them a little bit. Iowa Western is a common opponent for us, so I'm always looking forward to playing them. They usually got a good squad. And I guess, Northeast is always kind of a rival. So they're always, I always kind of like to, if we can beat them once or twice would be awesome, just because being close by and stuff like that. So, but like I said, Kirkwood's probably one I'm kind of that'll be a good challenge for us just to kind of see where we're at. And we play them here in a couple weeks, I believe. So they're kind of at the top of the list. And then from there, there's really no easy nights in this conference, but they would be at the top.
We're talking here with Coach Stoltz, women's basketball underway at CCC. And, of course, you can listen live here on Clear 101 and the podcast version on the CCC website as well. Coach, you had a busy week at the time of this recording. Kind of taking a look back here on the 8th, you were at Fort Dodge, Iowa, taking on Central Lakes College Brainerd. Good dub. Can you kind of give us a recap of your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, that was a really good bounce back game for us. We were there for 2 days at Fort Dodge. We lost a close one on Friday, which was kind of a bummer. So I liked the way we responded on Saturday. And really, I thought we moved the ball a lot better, looked up the floor. We scored in transition quite a bit. And I thought defensively, rebounding's kind of been one of our issues, giving up a lot of offensive rebounds. And I thought we held them to 4, I believe. And I thought we just played a really good, efficient game team-wise. Everyone contributed. I liked the way the bench kind of came in and gave us an extra boost in that game. And, you score 90 points. That's a pretty good offensive game. And we probably gave up a few too many, but I just thought their attitude and their energy was good coming off kind of a disappointing close loss the night before.
And then you brought it back home, Mount Marty, JV. Boy, that unraveled quickly. What happened there?
Yeah, that one, first quarter, we've struggled a little bit in the first quarters to kind of jump on teams right away. And we were in it for the first few minutes, and then I thought we just kind of lagged a little bit of defensive intensity, and they knocked down some shots. And we gave up over 30 points in the first quarter, which that's not going to help you in a lot of games, especially if you're not scoring. So I just thought right away we just weren't locked in maybe on some of the scout. They had a couple kids that could really shoot the 3, and we just didn't close out enough on that. And then we had a couple sloppy turnovers, which has been one of the areas of concern for me as well. It's just limiting our turnovers. I thought the second and third quarter, we pretty much played them even, and we kind of rallied a couple times. I think we had it within 14, which going into the fourth quarter, close there. And then we just kind of ran out of gas the fourth quarter when you're playing catch up the whole game. But give credit to Mount Marty. They knocked down, they had a couple kids that, I think one kid had 30 points and the other had 20 and about 5 threes apiece. So they really shot the 3 well. And we're still working on, figuring out a couple different offensive sets that work. And we just got to be a little bit more efficient with the basketball in the half court and finishing plays off with a made bucket.
But hey, you made it up, at the time of this recording, yesterday, the 13th, got the dub against Midland JV, 71-68. And, hey, Reeg, Delaney really coming out of her own there on that one. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that was kind of we like to make games interesting. We started out great first quarter, which I liked. I told them that's a key for us. And then we kind of just were back and forth game until about the fourth quarter. We were down 8 or 10, and they finally decided to put their heads down and get to the basket. I thought that was one of the keys we needed to do, is just drive on them, draw some fouls, finish at the rim. And yeah, Delaney, the last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter, really kind of used her matchup and got to the rim, finishes. And I thought defensively, we really we locked in that fourth quarter and got a couple key stops when it was, 1-2 point game. We got a couple steals to get us, some easy layups. And the only gripe I really had with them was we were not great from the free throw line. I think we were 19 of 33. So that can be an improvement for us.
That can be worked on.
But I really just thought they never gave up. And I ran kind of the last group had it going. So I left them in and they finished it off with a couple, like I said, we made some key free throws at the end, which was good. And then we got stops when we needed to.
Well, good rebound back. Of course, they are on next week, York University JV. You guys get a chance, make sure and come out and root for this team. The girls are out there battling their heart out, and, of course, wouldn't hurt to get the old green on and throw up some Raider chants as you get a chance to. Coach Stoltz, pleasure getting to talk to you. Can't wait to talk to you again. Good luck next week with York University JV, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Likewise, for Coach Stoltz, I'm Eric Johnson saying so long for now and go Raiders.